Hello again, everyone. My name is Greg Anderson, and this is the Good Timekeeping Show with Greg Anderson. I didn't think I was going to do this, but I've added a couple more watches to my collection, so I wanted to take just a few minutes and talk about these two watches. So this watch here is known as the AWGM100 SBR-1A, and this one is the AWGM100 SCC-2A. So now I've really enjoyed the different variations I already have of the AWG M100 watches. These two are just a little bit more wild as far as the colors that they employ. This one looks an awful lot like a previous purchase that I made just a few months ago. This is from the 2018 Fire Package collection from Casio. This is the AWG M100 SF 1A4CR. And so I thought, well, it's all the same kind of orange, but then this one just looked like it had a different watch band. But as I got looking at them a little more closely, you can see there are quite a few differences here. So right here, there's little markers around the dial for each of the hour positions, and each of those has a little bit of kind of a chrome outline, whereas this one doesn't have as much of an outline around those same markers. This one here, you've got sort of some engraved writing here around the face, and it's just engraved, whereas here it's also filled in with orange coloring, orange paint. So that's a big difference here. Now this newer one that I got, the hands have more of a metallic, shiny finish all the way from one tip to the other. And these, it's more of a matte finish with orange paint on the one end of each hand. And then this back tip is just painted black. So, other than that, it's the same module, same function, same features, just these various color, differences there. But, I have to wonder sometimes, if I were going to buy a car, for example, and there were two options available. One was basically the same features, same car, same model, same everything, except one was painted white with a tan interior, and the other was painted silver with a gray interior. I wouldn't necessarily expect to pay more for one car than the other, and I certainly wouldn't expect to pay, say, double for one car versus the other if all those other options and features happen to be the same. So I kind of wonder about these AWG M100 watches. The main difference seems to be that they just have different colors, and I wouldn't think that different color material affects the price that much, but sometimes the prices are wildly different. So this watch is the most commonly available here in the US market, and you can find this brand new for somewhere around $90, maybe a little more, maybe a little bit less. So whereas this one here that I just picked up, this is not readily available in the US market, but you can find it from Japanese retailers, and it's somewhere around $200. So again, why would this one cost more than double if it's really just a variation on the colors? I know maybe there's limited editions, and maybe there's some things that just, they've just made more, and it's supply and demand, and so it maybe does make sense that it would cost more, but double? I don't know. I tend to look for the different specials I can find and eBay coupons and things like that. So I usually don't pay for these watches with the highest price I've ever seen available. But, it's something to watch out for. And now of all the AWG M100 watches that I have, this is probably the most unique, is just because of the color variations here. This is the only one that has kind of a dark blue, kind of a pale blue case instead of black. All the other ones I have a black case, black watch band, except this one has the orange on the inside of the watch band. This also has a two-tone watch band with kind of a bright, I don't know what you'd call that, maybe a teal, sea green, sea foam. I don't know. What is that color? Is it blue or is it green? I don't know, but it's got that on the inside of the watch band, and then on the outside it's this blue. And so it's really pretty, and I like how this has kind of a gradient color scheme here on the hands. So it's almost white there on the tip, and then down here near the middle it just kind of has that gradient down to a nice blue. It's just a neat variation on the whole color thing. So anyway, these they cost more than what you'd normally pay for some of the more common colors. This one I found for a lot of different places in Japan through eBay. We're selling this for about $200. This one actually ranged from $200. There were a few people selling it for $250, some over $300 for this. And again, it's got the same module, same functions, same features, just maybe this is more rare or somehow the colors are more popular. I don't know. So this one could be quite pricey. I bought both of these. I found a vendor out of Hong Kong that had them for a significant discount. You may be concerned if you see something like that. What, is it too good to be true? Is this counterfeit? Is this whatever? As near as I can tell, these are absolutely genuine. And that's the nice thing about eBay. You do get, the seller gets a rating. When people buy stuff from that seller, they rate them. So this seller had a really high rating, so I trusted them, and I think I did just fine. These seem to be genuine G-Shock AWGM100 watches that I got for a pretty good discount, and they're a treasure in my collection of AWGM100 watches. Now, I've already posted a video with an in-depth review showing all the functions and features of these watches, how to set them up, how to enjoy the radio-controlled atomic timekeeping, all of that stuff. So I'll put a link in the description of this video, and you can watch that if you want to get in-depth on all of those things. But I just thought it would be fun to show you just a few more varieties that are out there. All right, so anyway, I am working on another video, which I should post very soon, so stay tuned for yet another episode of The Good Timekeeping Show.